to your strength circuit class. We are focused on chest today. For equipment, you are going to need a set of heavy weights, and if you have access to lots of weights, I would have a couple options on hand. So I have a set of 20-pound weights, and then I have a set of 15-pound weights. You're also going to need a single lighter weight. Now, it can be a dumbbell. I'm going to use a 5-pound dumbbell. It could also be a medicine ball or even a weight plate. You just need something that you can squeeze together when we do a kneeling chest press, okay? Keeping the structure of class pretty straightforward. I'm going to give you 5 exercises. You're going to go through them 3 times. We're going to use an interval structure of 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. When you complete all 5 exercises, I'm going to give you a full minute to recover before we start from the top. I'm giving you ample recovery time because I really want you to be able to challenge yourself with your load throughout the whole class. We'll start with a quick guided warm-up focused on mobility and just preparing our upper body to add in the heavy weights. And we'll finish class with a quick guided cool down and stretch. Now I'm going to show you a preview of the 5 exercises we're going to do right away, and then we'll do warm-up and we'll jump into the actual circuit. The first 3 exercises, you are down on your back. First up, we have a chest press. So it's going to be wide. Think of it like a push-up, but your hands are going to the ceiling. From there, we do a narrow press. So you bring the weights together, palms facing towards each other. You drop those elbows down close to your side and press up from there. Third and final move on your back, it's going to be a chest fly. So that one you might need to go slightly lighter in the weights than you just did with the presses. That's why I have my 15s on hand. Fourth exercise, you come to a kneeling position. It is a kneeling chest press. Very important that you are holding something that you can squeeze in on, okay? Final exercise, body weight only. It's going to be a push-up. So for the push-up, you can modify it, of course, by coming to your knees. For the rest of the exercises, your best way to modify is just to go lighter with your weights. I do want you to be challenged. Those last few reps, every interval should be a big challenge, but I don't want you to sacrifice proper form. So keep that in mind when choosing what weights to have on hand. All right, let's get into our warm-up. We're going to start in a tabletop position with some cat-cow. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. As you inhale, your gaze and your tailbone going to reach up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, round the spine up towards the ceiling, filling the space between your shoulder blades. Twice more. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale. And then I want you to elongate the spine through neutral. Now from here, first up, send your hips back about 3 inches, but stay pretty long through the spine. Now I want you to take your left hand, the back of it, to your forehead. We're going to do a twist. On an inhale, let's find an open twist. So think left elbow up towards the ceiling slightly. And then as you exhale, left elbow towards inside of right arm. Twice more this side. Come through center and just take it over to the other side. So right hand to your forehead. Inhale, open twist. Exhale, down and across. One more. Come through neutral and then come up to kneeling and bring your arms overhead. We're going to do a hip hinge with an arm sweep. So as the hips hinge back, I want you to sweep your arms back. There's broadness across your collarbone. Stay really open through the chest, but without flaring open through the rib cage. And then bring those hips up, arms back overhead. Keep that going. We're going to hold the hinge, but the arms are going to continue to sweep. In 3, 2, next time, hold your hinge. Just those arms continue to sweep up and back. Stay connected to the abdominal wall so the ribs don't flare open. Length through the back of the neck. We're going to switch the arm movement, take it to a reverse fly, palms facing towards each other. In 3, 2, 1. Arms reach forward at an angle, palms in towards each other, and then reverse fly. So as you do this reverse fly, you are retracting through those shoulder blades. They glide in towards each other. We're going to do this retraction movement up next in a bear plank position, adding in a little weight so we can really activate that serratus muscle. Give me 2 more. Last time. Hands to the mat. So once again, you're in the tabletop position, but now this time I want you to tuck your toes under, and on an exhale, lift your knees up into a 1-inch hover. We're going to do a serratus push-up, or again, retracting, protracting those shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades slide in towards each other, and then exhale, push away. So as you protract the shoulder blades, that push away, I want you to think of filling up that space between your shoulder blades, activating through the chest, really pushing the floor away. Give me 3 more. Last time. Knees down, and then I want you to scoot them back a few inches, lowering the hips so that now you're in a modified plank. We're going to finish up this warm-up with a modified push-up to a child's pose. You don't have to come all the way down for the push-up. So you're going to bend those elbows back at a 45-degree angle, press it back up, and then I want you to shift your hips back, opening up through the chest. Shoot it forward. 1 push-up. Shift back to child's pose. 3 more. Last 2. Final time. Send it back to child's pose. And then roll your spine up to kneeling. All right, let's grab those weights and get going. Okay, I'm going to start with my 20-pound weights. Come down to your back, knees bent, feet flat on the mat. We'll start with our chest press. Let's go. I recommend inhaling on the way down, exhaling up. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds to rest in between each exercise. So you'll notice when I do this, I'm bringing my elbows down just at a slight angle as if I were doing a push-up, and then at the top, palms face forward. When you come down, I don't want you to rest your elbows and your arms on the floor. So it's just a light tap of the floor with the back of your arms and then up. So if you have to pause, I'd rather you pause at the top. All right, 20 seconds to rest. Narrow press coming up. So palms will face in, weights will be pressed together. Let's go. So you're dropping those elbows down towards your sides. Keep them in tight to the side of your rib cage. The intervals are long enough that you do not need to rush, okay? I want form on point each rep. Whew. 20 seconds to rest. Okay, I am going to switch to my 15-pound weights for the chest fly. And you might have to go just a smidge lighter as well. Typically that is the case, moving from a straight press into that fly. So palms face in, same as we did with that narrow press, but now we're going to open the arms up wide. And of course my weights are in the way. Whatever, I'm just putting a foot onto it. Do as I say, not as I do. Open them up, fly them back in. So as you fly them up, it's like you're giving someone a hug. And rest. Whew. All right, we're going to come up to kneeling next, and you're going to grab your light weight. So again, I'm going to use the dumbbell. We're going to come to kneeling, and we're going to do a chest press. Now, it's very important on this one, you press in, okay? Palms in towards each other. So notice I'm not gripping the weight. Open palm, I'm squeezing it. From here, at chest height, you're going to press that weight out. Pause when it's extended, squeeze it in, maintaining that squeeze, draw it back in. Press it out. Pull it in, maintain that squeeze. So again, you should be able to have an open palm and not have that weight fall. So it is biceps working as well, but you really got to squeeze it, and that's how we get the chest working too. Now, as you press that weight forward, Notice, are you wanting to lean back with your torso? It's tempting to, but brace to the abdominals, squeeze to the seat, and try to maintain that upright position. Rest. All right, push-ups coming up. Well, I didn't plan this out. I'm going to do modified push-ups since I don't have space on my mat. So knees or feet, okay? Next round, I'll make sure I move my weights out of the way. I'll do them from my feet. Down and up. So you're inhaling down, exhaling to the top. Elbows go back at a 45-degree angle. So I don't want them going straight out to the sides, okay? They're not super narrow. It's not a tricep push-up. But you do have that slight backward angle. Now you're active through the legs, even if you're on your knees like I am. Squeeze through those glutes and quads. And you're not just dipping your head down towards the mat, you're staying long through the back of the neck. So your whole torso lowers and lifts as one. And done. Okay, you have a full minute to recover. If that seems like a long time, I'm not going to stop you from fast forwarding the video, but the reason I'm giving you such a long recovery time is because I want you to be able to stay with those same heavy weights you used the first round, even when we get to the third and final round, okay? So, move all my stuff out of the way here. Okay, we're going to start at the top with our chest press, using my 20s. Palms face forward at the top. Bend those elbows wide. But again, as I bend them wide, I'm not bending them wide up by my shoulders. They're more by the armpits. Just a light tap of the back of the arm to the floor. And rest. So I'm bringing them all the way to the floor for the rest. We're going to do our narrow press now. So we'll squeeze the weights together, palms facing towards each other. Let's go. Keep those elbows in tight. Press them up. Woo. Whew, 20 seconds to rest. So I'm going to put these weights out of the way, grab my 15s, and we'll come into our chest fly. 20 seconds, just enough time to make that transition. So palms face in, we're going to open those arms up wide, and then fly them back up. So it's like you're pulling away from a hug, and then going in for it. When you do this fly, make sure your arms aren't over your forehead, so right over the chest. Whew, and rest. All right, we're going to come to kneeling next. You need that light weight. We're going to squeeze in on it. That is key. So find neutral, gentle squeeze of the seat, bracing through the abdominal wall. Palms open, whether you're squeezing a plate, a ball, or a weight. So the reason it doesn't drop is because you're squeezing in on it. That's so important. Go slow through this. Press it forward. Pull it back. Pause for just the shortest second when the arms are extended. Squeeze in a little tighter, and then pull that back in. These are all chest exercises, but your biceps are working, your triceps are working on that narrow press variation. So we're getting other muscle groups in the upper body as well. 20 seconds to rest. Okay, we're gonna do that push-up. I'll start it from my feet, and then I will probably modify from my knees. Spread out through those hands. Plank or modified plank position, and let's go. Oh yeah, knees are coming down after all that weighted work. So when you do the push-up, especially if you're on your knees, I don't want you hinging at the hips and just dipping your head down. So that's why I say to stay active through the legs and the glutes. That's gonna help you stay open through the front of your hips so that the whole body moves as one long line. And rest. Okay, full 60 to recover. One more time through, and then we cool down. This is a quick circuit. Okay, chest press coming up. And evaluate. If form was slipping, you can always go a little lighter with the weights. Otherwise, we're trying our best to stick with what we started with. Let's go. And rest. Narrow press up next. Arms by your side, palms face in. We'll squeeze the weights together. Let's go. Rest. 20 seconds. Okay, we have that fly coming up next. I'm going to drop down a little bit. I'm going to be using my 15s. Palms face in. Let's go. Last 40 seconds with the heavier weights. rest. Okay, we're gonna drop to our lighter weight. We have that kneeling chest press. So neutral pelvis, engage to the abdominals. We're not gonna lean back. Squeeze the weight, open palm, and let's go. Press it out, squeeze, and then pull. And in that little pause, when the weight is extended, squeeze a little tighter before drawing the elbows back. "20 seconds to rest." All right, final 40 seconds of push-ups, and then we cool down. Full plank or modified plank. I'll start full plank. I can promise you at least 1 rep. No more than that though. Let's go. Inhale down, exhale, push up and away. Really think of pushing your hands into the floor. Oh, and done. Shift those hips back. Find a child's pose. Oh. In this child's pose, really try to walk your hands forward so you get that nice opening through the front of the chest. Whew. All right, I'm going to bring you through some quick stretches here. To start, I want you to bring yourself forward and with control lower yourself all the way down to your stomach. I want you to reach your left arm out in a T and then tense your right fingertips. And we're going to take this right foot and we're going to kick it up and over, planting it on the mat. So you're in this nice spinal twist and you should feel a good opening through this left side shoulder and chest. When you're ready, let's come through center and do the same thing. Other side. Right arm goes long, palm down, tenth the left fingertips, and then kick up and over. Coming through center, hands plant under your shoulders, press yourself up, and let's come to a kneeling position. You can sit your bum on your heels if this is uncomfortable. You can always do cross-legged. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back, and I want you to press the knuckles down towards the floor, opening up through the chest. Think of rolling those shoulders back, broad across the collarbones, gaze shift slightly up. And then staying open through the chest, you're just going to release the interlace. Your left fingertips come down to the mat, and then just take that right arm and sweep it up. So you can invite in just a slight twist. And we'll take it over to the other side. Right fingertips tent, left arm can sweep up. Come through center. And let's take one final breath together. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, let it go. Awesome work today. That is your class. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new workouts here every Monday, sometimes more frequently. I also post additional classes to Patreon, and I also provide a monthly workout calendar there. All the information you need is at patreon.com/Nicole Pierce. I'm so appreciative of your support, whether it is through Patreon or just showing me some love here on YouTube. I'll see you guys next time.